Oh, that's it, man. Yeah, I'm not dressed. I'm on a show naked. Can't be on a show naked, you know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? Urban Therapy with Sun Show Sunday. Sunday the 15th. 15th of October. We are already in the middle of the month. And I don't know about y'all, but it seems like the month just really started. But we in here. And today on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, we are going to talk about your personal problems with the GoFundMe. Personal problems with the GoFundMe. Do you have any reservations about GoFundMe accounts? Do you know what GoFundMe accounts are? By now, you probably do. You may have been asked to donate to a GoFundMe, support a GoFundMe. Maybe you had started a GoFundMe for yourself or for somebody else. GoFundMe, GoFundMe.com, is a service that people use in order to collect money from people for a particular cause. It could be an emergency, it could be a building fund, it could be for whatever reason that you need. But there usually is a strong need for something when somebody starts up a GoFundMe account. And people, mostly strangers, to be honest with you, strangers see, they have sympathy for a cause that you are bringing forth and they will donate money. So, disaster relief, they will collect tragic accidents, things like children, people losing their homes in a fire, children, going homeless because of things like fires, things like people honestly have used GoFundMe when they weren't able to pay certain things because maybe they lost their job or there was another tragic situation where they may have had to help someone else out and it took away from their ability to be able to provide for themselves. So on the surface, GoFundMe is a good thing. It can be a really, really good thing. But we're dealing with money. And with a GoFundMe account, we are talking about straight money. People donate from their credit cards, from their bank accounts. They donate to the GoFundMe situation and help out. Now there have been people who have asked for a specific amount from the GoFundMe and have received way more than that. And that's the way it works. When you set up a GoFundMe account, you specify an amount that you are trying to reach. And once you reach that amount, you're supposed to close down the account. But we're talking about money, and sometimes money, I'm talking about sometimes. Most times money starts to delve into the greed side of things, and people start taking unfair advantage of other people's situations and other people's generosity. And we're going to talk about a few personal problems that people may have with GoFundMes. But what I like to know straight out the gate is, do you support GoFundMe accounts? Have you ever given to a GoFundMe? Have you ever been asked to? Have you ever started up a GoFundMe for yourself? And if you have given or donated to a GoFundMe account, were you satisfied with the results that came out of the GoFundMe account? Like, in other words, did you feel like you had accomplished or helped for the person whose account that you donated to reach the goal that they were trying to attain? Did you feel good about that? Did it make you feel like, I would do this again? This is a really great thing. I'm sure different people's experiences with GoFundMe vary from person to person, situation to situation. One thing that became very popular when it came to GoFundMe accounts are people raising money in order to bury their loved ones. And this is where it gets really shaky. Because anyone who has lost someone and had to deal with funeral homes and undertakers, morticians, and things like that. What's up, Carol Chamberlain? Anybody who has had to deal with the with the business dealings of someone passing away. You know that it's expensive to send someone to the pearly gates. It can be very expensive to send someone to the pearly gates. So normally the minimum that you will spend for a funeral is $5,000. So many people who have started up a GoFundMe account have asked for just that, $5,000, $7,000. You know, black people have this thing about a proper send off. So for black funerals, if the money is there, we're normally spending somewhere between 7 and 10,000. Would y'all agree with that? That's the going rate from what I know. From the people that I've known, the people that I've had to bury, yeah, 7 to $10,000 is normally, yeah. It's expensive. It is very, very expensive. When you start talking about paying for what the mortician has to do, the funeral arrangements, the venue for the funeral, and the casket. Caskets are extremely expensive, and you have to pay for the funeral, the notifications that you send out to people who may have not been notified or didn't know that a person had passed away, and also for the obituaries. The obituaries that people pass out at the funeral. Have you ever gone to a funeral and didn't receive an obituary because they ran out? I have been to many, listen, you want to get that obituary, you got to get to that funeral pretty quick, and it might benefit you to sit in the closer rows, the rows closer to the casket, because they have the best chances at making sure that they get an obituary. It is what it is. It is what it is. My brother Ansel Jones is in the house. What's going on, my brother Ansel Jones? Good to see my people, man. I ain't seen y'all in this capacity in a minute, but we get it back together. I did get another monitor so I could go live on the computer. But I'm not even really sure if I'm going to do that. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm tell you the truth. The algorithm for the phone seems to be better than the algorithm for the computer. And as ridiculous as that may sound to y'all, it seems to be a fact. So I'm considering I'm considering using the computer for maybe just the comments, so I don't have to look at the comments. Plus, I can see the comments on Joe. I can see the comments on Joe. So let me see. All right, I see y'all comments, but all right. Yeah, I could just use this to see the comments. It makes the comments a little bigger. So something's telling me maybe I should just rock it like that. It's a little odd, but y'all probably getting used to me, seeing it this way anyway. So I mean, I could turn the camera the other way so we could get like a wider view. I could do that. But anyway, like I said, if you ever gone to a funeral and you see that you may have left that funeral without an obituary, and that could be hard on a person. That could be hard on a person because if it was somebody that you really cared about and you didn't get a chance to be with them in their last days, and that obituary might have been the last memoir of that person that you had, and but you better get to that funeral in time to get it. The bottom line is those costs. So people have started GoFundMe accounts so they could make sure that there were enough obituaries and things like that. They needed enough money to be able to cover the cost of burying a loved one. And Carol told herself, "Oh, you balling? Let me hold a little something. You always doing something. Ah, man, whatever." But this GoFundMe situation, yeah, if you've ever given to a GoFundMe situation, you know that it's a deep situation. It really is. It's a deep situation, and it really may take a lot of scrutiny on your side to decide whether somebody is worthy of you don't swipe the card, but you give your credit card number to the GoFundMe account, and the money comes straight from your bank account normally. So what are y'all feelings? What are y'all feelings on the GoFundMe account? Have you ever done it? Have you ever given to a GoFundMe? I know I have at least once. I can't really remember what it was though. I know I've only done it once. Yeah, I've done it once. What was it? Yeah, I remember what it was. I ain't even gonna talk about that. I ain't even gonna talk about that right now, but nonetheless, GoFundMe account. I've seen many people play games with a GoFundMe account. Many people that I knew that their motivations was not grounded in something decent, something positive, something honest. And unfortunately, just like a lot of things, when you witness somebody do something like this, then it makes you prejudiced against trying to help somebody else out who may really need it. So it was like one person messes it up for everybody. What's up, Stacy White? Thanks for coming on through. Coming on through. Coming on. What? Coming on. Coming on through. Coming on through. Yeah. So, yeah, when we start talking about your personal feelings on the GoFundMe account, if someone that I knew had started a GoFundMe account, I would have to make a decision about whether I would give to the GoFundMe account or whether I would just put the money in their pocket. I don't feel comfortable going through a third party when dealing with people that I know personally. That's me. I'm like, if I know you personally, why wouldn't I put the money right in your hand? That way I can always know that it went exactly where it was supposed to go. No taxes, no fees, no nothing. That's my side of it. Let me start the show properly. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I am your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Daily Go Get a Miss. All right. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. And we are talking about personal problems with GoFundMe. Personal problems with GoFundMe. And the reason that I called it personal problems is because I really just want to hear people's thoughts, feelings, and opinions on the GoFundMe. I'm not here to tear down GoFundMe. I can't tell you who started it up, how much they make. I can't tell you. I'm not here to get into the logistics of it. What I want to do is I want to talk to the people and see how y'all feel and see if y'all feel anything like I feel. And if y'all rock with it and scrutinize it like I do. That's what I want to see. That's my motivation. So what y'all think? What you think now? All right. Okay. Ansel Jones says, I have a problem with people panhandling with PayPal. Shoot, at least with PayPal, if it's a scam, you will get your money back. I have a problem with that Cash App. Cash App, they ought to call that Scam App because all the scammers use Cash App. They don't want to use PayPal. They don't want to use Zelle. They don't want to use any of those legit, secure money apps. But they know Cash App. It's like the wild west. You know what I mean? You can steal money, give money, whatever. Carol says it's really costly. I used to print obituaries, but it does a lot for the supplies. But it costs a lot for the supplies. Yes, it does. Those things are not cheap. That's why when I see like an obituary on the hard paper and it's laminated and all that, I'm like, they paid some money for this. You went to the printer, you got that premium. At least $1,000. And for a big funeral? Yeah. Carol says, I don't like GoFundMe because there are fees attached. Exactly. That's why I said if I knew somebody who started a GoFundMe, I would just give them the money. Look, I'm gonna just send you the money. Cut out the middleman. You need all your money. But shoot, there has to be funds. I mean, fees taken out for a GoFundMe. They are a company. They helping you to get money. You know they're gonna take some off the top. Stacy says, I think it's good for a personal need. Some people always misuse it. And that's the problem. A lot of people misuse it. And I know people personally that I suspect have misused it. And Carol, you might know who I'm talking about. Some of the people that I know are some of the people that you know. And you might know a few years ago, I was like, well, let me just tell y'all this. I'm not giving to no GoFundMe so I can pay your rent or buy your kids school clothes or some Jordans or so you can buy a guitar or so you can start up a band. I'm not giving it. And I'm going to tell you why. Because most people I know who ask for money for those kind of things aren't even the people that you know. So for me to give to a person that I don't know, when I might scrutinize giving to people that I do know, it doesn't really jive with me. Yeah, Carol. She said, yes, I do, Omar. We see each other. Yeah, that was a mess. I was like, okay. And everybody knew. Like, oh, the first time she did it, all right, it seemed legit. And she, okay. All right. Okay. It's good money if you can get it. But many people called her out on that one, like, yo, what is you doing? You out here scamming for money. She tried to defend it. I was like, come on, man. Credibility down the drain. Ethics in under the basement. They in the bomb shelter. Stacey says, Omar, you drinking at this stuff? Nah, this is tea. This ain't number tea. Red clover. What was it? Red clover, dandelion, echinacea, and mullein. This is good stuff here. This is good stuff. Stacey White says a car. Yeah, I'm not sending you no money in your GoFundMe so you can buy a car. And I've seen some really interesting things that people have asked for people to donate to. And some people do it. You come out with this little sob story or this little emotional story, like, yeah, you know, I'm afflicted with cancer, and I always wanted to start a band. All I need is a tour bus. If you could just donate to this tour bus, because I want to tour the United States before I close my eyes for the last time. I'm so sick. They get the money and live for another 20 years. Outlive your dumb ass. You gave to a GoFundMe to somebody who was supposed to be sick and dying. Oops, I said sick and passing away. And they wind up outliving your ass. Personal problems with GoFundMe. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So if I just want something, I want another PlayStation 5. Start up a GoFundMe. I only need 1,000. What you talking about? They got PlayStations in the stores now for 500. I need games though. I need 5 different games for the kids. My kids got leukemia. All they wanted was a PlayStation 5 and 5 games. Yeah. So people have used and misused and abused people's kindness, people's emotions, people's willingness to give by asking for this stuff. And a lot of times they was just getting money. Like I said, you might have set your limit that you needed for the GoFundMe at $2,500. So you get $7,500. Did you cut it off at $2,500? No. You said, well, oh my God, God has blessed me. God ain't bless you. It was 700 niggas. I guess God, he worked through them. You got 3 times what you asked for. Now, are you going to give the money back? You should start a GoFundMe to anybody else that needs a GoFundMe with the extra cash you got. Take the 5,000, but start a GoFundMe or a giveaway for the 2,500. You know how they say if you give to the church, whatever you give to the church, you're going to get back tenfold, right? Ain't that what the church people say? When you tithe 10%, you're going to get back 10. You're going to get back whatever you tithe tenfold. Well, if you start a GoFundMe and you get more money than you asked for, you should donate that so you can get that back tenfold. Tithing without a church. You don't need no church to tithe. All you got to do is give a little something and get fly. And you can find somebody who would need a couple of dollars. You needed a couple of dollars before, but now you're getting more. And the more that you're getting is excess. I know that's a lot of mess that be going around on the internet. It gets kind of dirty. I know there are things that could hurt me, but I gotta protect myself just like a bulletproof vest. And I'm gonna say mess is what we getting into when I talk about people stealing that money from you. But the life goes on, time goes on. Yo, it's on. I would never ask for no money that I didn't need because I'm too superstitious for that bullshit. I ain't asking for no money or accepting no money that I really don't need. I ain't about all that. Not from no person, that is. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Surely, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Let's go. Good to see you. And so Jones says, you see people using that same post of I need money multiple times. Man, I'll block somebody who do that shit. Carol Chambers says, get a GoFundMe and go buy a car or something they want. Yeah. I said, man, people don't care. They look at it like, you wouldn't have gave the money if you ain't had the money to give. So I got the money. I needed the money more than you needed, because there's no way I could have gave what you gave. The devil always got an excuse. The devil always has an excuse. So yeah, I feel some kind of way about GoFundMe, man. I'm like, but I also feel some kind of way about people giving people that they don't know money, and then they don't give people that they do know money. So you got a brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, niece, nephew that's struggling. Maybe, and I ain't talking about the ones that just, you know how some people just mess up their own money and then they want to borrow from you. They want you to give them. They want you to look out. You know what I'm saying? They get kicked out of their own place because they was too irresponsible to pay their rent or their mortgage, and they want to come live with your ass, and they expect you to let them live with you for free while they stack their money to go jerk another landlord or mess up another mortgage. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when you know somebody has been trying to find a formula to be able to take care of themselves. You don't give to them. You don't help them out. You don't look out for them, but you'll give money. You'll give money to some old crazy shit. You'll give to people who already got money. Will and Jada Smith or some shit like that. Beyonce and Jay-Z or some shit like that. Somebody like that. LeBron James, Umar Johnson or something. Like, I'm not giving my money to somebody who already got money. I need money. You already rich? You don't need my money. I go see a movie, buy a CD or something. But scams, baby. We got scams out here. And it don't stop. And it don't stop. Carol Chamberlain says, it's free money to them. Meanwhile, you going broke trying to help someone who doesn't need help. Yeah. Using kids for that. Using the elderly for that. Using people who are sick for that. And they just, I need it. I'm getting this money. Get what y'all say. The Lord bless me. 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 The Lord blesses me. The Lord blesses me. Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. I said, the Lord blesses me. The Lord blesses me. Y'all start joining in yet? All right. That's how they looking at it. All things are possible through Christ. All things are possible through Christ, baby. That's what they're saying. All things are possible through Christ. You know what I mean? If the Lord didn't want me to have this money, He wouldn't put me in position to get this money. Come on, Cat. Come on, let's go. Stacy! Stacy, take him to church. The Lord blesses me. The Lord blesses me. GoFundMe. The Lord blesses me. We need a healing for the people who be stealing. Healing for the people who be stealing and healing. For the people who be stealing, healing. For the people who be stealing, yo, gotta heal it for the people who be stealing. But I gotta do something out here. I ain't drug dealing, but I need the money. Kids gotta eat, gotta do something out here. Gotta compete. I gotta make sure I win this rat race. I gotta make sure that I clear out of state for me and my girls and my wife and my kids and I'm trying not to do a big hit them streets, try to get this cash. Trying not to be out on my ass. Yo, trying to keep the cops away from me fast. I had to drive my car, get away real far. I had to get out of the hood because it wasn't treating me good. And I was about to go bad in the time that I had. Really put me on another feeling. Yo, it gets real when the Lord blesses me. The Lord blesses me. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen. If somebody is a witness tonight, if somebody is a witness, please, can I get a witness? Does anybody hear me tonight? Does anybody hear me today? Does anybody hear me? Well, if you hear me, go to GoFundMe.com/7. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. We ain't gonna do it. That's right. That part, using people and playing on their feelings. And so Jones says, people put it in the air. You help pay the bills. Stacey White says, I pray real hard that I didn't fall into them scam. I fall into a scam. It don't feel. Cheryl says, is that the beginning of your GoFundMe page? Sure. Only way I'm gonna get money is if I get up off. If I wake my ass up in the morning, go take my ass to work, do my job. 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, I'm gonna get that blessing. Sure, as it says, the Lord bless me 2 of 7 parts. Stacey White says, I'm not saying my blessings out loud. Why? Why wouldn't you say your blessings out loud? You say your prayers out loud? I don't know. I know people be saying, you got to keep your prayers to yourself, your blessings to yourself, because you don't want nobody to block your blessings. But I don't serve a God that would allow anybody to block his blessings. Ain't no human being, ain't no man or woman alive that can go up against God. So if he wants me to have it, he gonna make sure I have it. And if he don't want me to have it, ain't no way I can get it. So I will go up to my enemy and tell him everything that I'm about to get, because he can't stop it. If it's meant for me to have it, I'ma get it. Whether he like it, don't like it, try to block it, stop it, he can call the cops on it. If it's meant for me to have it, the man upstairs say that it's for me, I got it. Now, do the people who scam on GoFundMe, do they feel the same way? It was meant for me to have it. So whether I schemed and lied and deceived, it was meant for me to get this money. Well, you might have got the money, but you know how it is. Sometimes you get a little bit more than what you bargained for. You might have got what you wanted, but you might not want what you got. Ooh. Oh, Stacey, you said I fall into a scam and it don't feel good. I feel you. Carol says, every time he supplies my needs. That's right. That's right. That's right. Cheryl says, they say what the Lord has for me is for me. I live by that. Because things that I really wanted, and if I didn't get it, I'm like, I might keep trying because it might be for me later. Everything ain't for you right now. You might have to wait for that. You might gotta wait. You might gotta wait. It might be a while, but what's for you is for you, and what's for me is for me. So what's for you ain't for me, and what's for me ain't for you. But anyway, GoFundMe. GoFundMe. So many times, young people, get murdered in these streets, and the family didn't have insurance on the young person, and they don't have enough money to bury the person. So they start up a GoFundMe. It happens a lot. Now, my personal feelings on this is like, you have to be prepared for a death just the same way you are prepared for a life. Nobody expects a young person to pass away, but we know that in this social, political climate that we have out here, we got to watch out for everybody, all hands on deck. And any parent that doesn't carry insurance on their children, so I've seen many GoFundMes for funeral arrangements. I've seen that many times. And you probably have too. It's a popular way or a popular reason for GoFundMe. I'm not going to speak bad about it. You never know what you might need one day. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it real. I'm not asking for no $7,000 to bury nobody. But that's just me. That's just me. I'd rather spend even more than $7,000 on you in life. Keep you out of that kind of trouble. And that's assuming if you have fallen into a situation where you have caused trouble for yourself. But I'm not putting no $7,000 in no undertaker's hands. And I'm not going to ask for no money to do it. Of course, my people are insured. Stacy says, Omar, you're not going to change my mind on this one. Okay. I ain't trying to change your mind on. I'm telling you what I do. What's me is for me. What's for you is for you. If you feel comfortable in the way that you're doing things, that's good stuff. Carol says, that's so embarrassing to me. And it happens a lot. A lot. GoFundMe here, GoFundMe there. All these young cats getting. Ugh. Carol says, yep, Omar, mine too. And if they aren't, oh well. Shoot, the life insurance on a young person is extremely cheap. It really is. It's very cheap. Carla Stewart. She asked for a shout out. You just got it. What up, Carla Stewart? Thanks for coming through. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all share the show. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show, Daily Go Getimism Show. I'm your host, Sun752, and we are talking about personal problems with GoFundMe. Personal problems with GoFundMe. What y'all know? What y'all know? What y'all know about your cousin, your aunt? Your cousin and your aunt, or your aunt, having to start up a GoFundMe page because your cousin was out in them streets And the family was never prepared for him to be out there in them streets that way. You know, it's something crazy. I'm gonna tell you something crazy. My cousin was in them streets back in 2000, the year 2000. He was out in the streets from around the late 80s. I would say like around 87, maybe 86, 87. And he was shot and passed away in the year 2000. But I bet you my aunt and my uncle, and yes, he was in a 2-parent family, but my aunt and my uncle had him insured. He was insured because they knew he out there in them streets. He out there in them streets. He was getting money. He was getting money. But I don't think they had to use that money in order to bury him. What up, Care Bear? What up, Da Boom? Da Boom says, shout out to me too. Oh, y'all want to come to the show? Y'all want to come to the show where you ain't gotta give out no super chats. I understand that's but we do have a super chat. So if y'all want to, that's my GoFundMe. You know, if y'all want, y'all want to give from the bottom of your hearts, the bottom of your heart. Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, personal problems with the GoFundMe. Personal problems with the GoFundMe. It's real out here. And why is it that most situations that involve money always have to cross paths with greed? Severe greed. This is the way we can make a couple of dollars, you know what I mean? And there are a lot of people out here that don't feel no kind of way about scamming people out of their money. They don't feel no kind of way. They will do it with the quickness, with the swiftness. You know what I mean? Be going like a thief in the night. Be going like a thief in the night, baby. Oh. What did Black Alien say? Black Alien came in here wilding. Stacey White says the church always will tell you to get your house in order. I hear that. Well, Black Alien doing some things. I ain't even see what he wrote. Appreciate that, Carol. Appreciate the super chiz. You super chizzy. Appreciate it. K-Red says that cat threw me off. What cat? I ain't even see it. I ain't even see it. Carol doing a job. That's what's up. All right. But yeah, you know, we talk about this GoFundMe thing. When people pull at your heartstrings, when people really, really jab at your emotions, your caring emotions, you're going to be compelled to give anyway. Have you ever tried to tell somebody not to give to somebody because you knew it was a scam, you knew it wasn't right, you knew it wasn't good, and it was like, no, I'm gonna give anyway because first of all, it's not a lot of money. I got it like that, and it seems to me like it's for a good cause. And like I said, God is going to give it back to me tenfold. I said God is going to give it back to me tenfold. Well, it might be true. It might be true. To each his own, baby. We ain't gonna be here much longer, man. We about to get on about it here. We ain't gonna make it to an hour. We gonna say our piece. I just wanted to wring the rag out. We're gonna wring the rag out. Once the water's out of the rag, we gonna, you know what I'm saying? Fold that thing back up and put it on the side of the sink or the tub. Keep moving. Y'all got things to do today. GoFundMe though. Carol says, am I working tonight? No. But I'm gonna tell you like this, Carol. They've been working my ass to death. That's why if I don't have no show, if I don't have no show 2 days in a row, either I have to be sick and I'm not, or circumstances beyond my control have limited my ability to be able to do a show. And that's what happened. I got off so late. I was like, man, I'm going home, get my ass in the bed. I was tired. Thursday and Friday did a job on the guard. But, started up another week. See what happens. See what happens. Anyway, I said, yeah, man, this whole GoFundMe thing is really, really largely about preying on people's emotions. And that's a sad thing, because these are the people that are willing to give. It's one thing if you had to totally convince somebody who was trying to keep all of the money to themselves, somebody who really didn't care about other people, or really didn't want to help. Well, we're talking about people who are always the first to give to somebody. But once again, if you will give to a GoFundMe of somebody that you don't know, and you won't give to somebody that you do know, I would say that you need to check yourself. And you need to check yourself with the quickness, because I see a problem with that. That wouldn't fly with me. That's no good, black man. No good. But things are gonna work out the way they work out. Let's do these birthday shout out. Birthday shout out. Shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious October 15th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special, because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. We get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box. Tara Better, happy birthday to you. And also Chandra Thomas, happy birthday to you. And Kedra, turning 34 years old today. And Bruce Sobers, happy birthday to you. And Keith Hoke, turning 67 years old today. And Santos Anna, turning 34 years old today. And Clementina Nuulu, happy birthday to you. And Alsha, the real me Wooten, turning 47 years old today. And Akil Moody, happy birthday to you. And last but not least, my man Simone Mitchell. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious October 15th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, GoFundMe is a choice. It's a tool, and used in the right way, in the positive way, can be a great way for somebody to raise money and during a hardship, an emergency, a hard time, a really, really down portion of their lives. So I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. However, we all got to watch our step. And, there are always vultures and thieves and eagles that are out there just ready to pick at us and dig their talons on us. In us, I should say. So use the same scrutiny with those that you don't know as you would with those that you do know. We know that the people that we do know have flaws, and we know when they're trying to get over. Trying to get over. Trying to get over. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night with another daily Go Get Mism show. I can't say exactly what time, but it's gonna be after 10 o'clock. I can tell you that. So one love to you. I said one love to you. I keep one love to one love to you. One love to one love to you. Holla. Peace.